But first, let's talk about what's hot now. Monica is badly shaken up there.
She wanted to run.
Well, I want to know the secret because Bob and I live in the same building, so I want to know if I should be worried.
Yeah, you should be very worried.
I guess so.
You should be very, very worried. It's controversial. Speaking of controversy, major controversy, people up in arms speaking out against Reese's peanut butter cups because their special Christmas tree-shaped candies don't look like trees. Look at them. yeah. Now, okay, what does that look like?
Well, I don't want to say
what does that look like, okay?
I think it looks like an egg.
That looks like something Jasper left on our carpet. That's what that looks like. However, we purchased some, being the good show that we are, and these don't look so bad.
Now,
these
those
look
I think
more like...
are the bigger ones. They have a smaller and a bigger one. Now,
I think this is the same one.
Yeah, well, the ones that we showed the picture of, I think those are the past Easter eggs that didn't sell.
I don't know.
I think they just melted.
It tastes just the same. So if it tastes just the same, it's delicious. I just ate mine.
Of course you can.
and you gotta admit,
It's chocolate and peanut butter.
Yes. But I want to say that Reese's has heard you, and they apologize. They released a statement saying, "We apologize as this is not the perfect experience we hope for our fans." So Reese's did the right thing. They're trying, okay? And in the Christmas spirit, we forgive them. All right.
But they're not even a Christmas candy. People don't eat this for Christmas.
Yes,
You
you
eat
do.
no, you
Yes, you
don't.
do.
No, you don't. You eat hard
you
candy.
do.
Who eats Reese's? Nobody do that. No, you don't. You get them little hard candies that crack out your teeth.
it's all about these and the little like Christmas wrapped ones
We
that are
don't
individual.
equate this with Christmas candy canes, maybe, but this can eat year-round.
Yeah,
Yes, but they've made it holiday-like by making it into a tray.
You put that back on the tray?
Yeah, I did.
I just finished. All right. Speaking of real controversy, actually, you're just ridiculous.
Gross.
She's your sister. She's
You know
your
what?
sister.
Yeah, but you gave me a cold last week.
I'm going to give you something else in a second.
All right, calm down. This is supposed to be a holiday show. All right.
Yeah.
We're heading towards Christmas. Speaking of controversy, and this actually, this is serious. There's a 60-year-old pastor who's under fire after revealing that he's taken on a second wife, all right? That young girl in the middle is his second wife. That's Reverend Tom Miller. He's already married to the lady on the left. She's 44-year-old Belinda. He recently wed 19-year-old Reba. And Reba is now pregnant. He has built a home with two wings, one for Reba and one for the other one. And he says the only hitch in all of this is he's the only one that's allowed to have more than one partner.
I mean, how convenient for him.
Yeah,
And the women in the article claim to be okay with it.
Sure, they're okay. Who would be okay with that? Who would be okay with
Listen,
that?
it's hard out here for a single woman, so I can see how that can happen. I might be doing that myself for
I don't
6 months.
believe that. I don't believe that.
Are you kidding me?
No, you wouldn't have her.
Y'all are married. It's desperate. It's slim pickings out there.
It's not that desperate.
It is.
No, it's not that desperate.
No.
What's his phone number?
No.
I don't know.
What? I mean, there's not a lot of men in the audience, but my husband, if you gave him the option to have a second wife, he'd say, absolutely not. One is already a handful.
Yeah, right.
Why would he want two wives?
There are people who are into polygamy. They like it.
That's like a mistress.
That's like an excuse
That's
to
an
cheat.
excuse to cheat.
Well, I mean, I can't
100%.
judge anyone's marriage at all. As long as he's not hurting someone. I mean, hopefully at 19 she knows what she's doing. But I mean, as long as you're not hurting my life.
Vulnerable to me.
I just
do
want
what
to
you
know
gotta
where in
do.
the world did they meet? Because when I was 19, I wasn't hanging around with no 60-year-old
He
men.
knew her.
Right?
He knew. I mean, suddenly on the surface, it gets very creepy because he knew her and her family when she was a little girl.
That's weird.
I mean, this kid has been in his life, and then she went away, and then she came back, and he saw her, and they hugged, and in that moment, he said, "Oh, I want more hugging."
Of course he does.
And then...
It's actually very sad. It's kind of sick. And so, you know, I ask you a question. In these kind of situations, like, where are the parents? Like, where are her parents? She's 19 years old. Where's the parent saying this is wrong?
She said her
She's
parents
not
are okay
mentally-
with I think she said her parents were okay with
Something's
it.
wrong with the parents then. I'm
But
sorry.
he's in an interesting case because he's a minister now. This guy found God in prison, which often happens. And he was in a previous life, he was a mob enforcer. So he worked for the mob. Yeah. And then he found God, and now he's a minister who goes to prisons when he isn't with this 19-year-old girl.
You know what you call this in the mob? This is his gumar. This is not. I'm married to an Italian. This is incorrect.
I
don't
think
know.
this
I
is
find
very
it
hypocritical. I
sick.
mean, he says he's upset that his marriage isn't recognized by Ohio, but he thinks same-sex marriage should not be recognized.
No,
by
he
Ohio.
was okay with it.
No,
didn't
he doesn't think it should be. He's okay with same-sex marriage,
Right.
but he doesn't think it should be recognized by the state. So
I want to switch gears. I've admitted, I think on this show or somewhere I have, that I used to cry at the Swiffer commercials. Remember before they changed them because so many people cried because the woman would get rid of her lovely mop for that stupid Swiffer, who I happen to love. I love the Swiffer. And then the mop would go ringing the doorbell, and the mop, yeah, remember? It would break my heart. Literally, and my husband would go, why? Oh my God, you're crying at that thing again? Because they aired it a lot. And I thought, he started to convince me that I was certifiable, but I'm not. There's this man his wife cries so much that he decided to make a list, and he shared it on Twitter of all the reasons why she cries. It's gone viral with over 33,000 retweets. What? And these are some of the reasons why his wife cries. The fluffy bunny escaped from an Arctic fox in a documentary. That will make her cry.
I see that.
She was in tears when she found out there were no biscuits in the house. And then, this is so touching, at some moment she suddenly remembered that swans can be gay. And it just touched her heart.
that was so funny. Yeah, she
emotional.
cried because when she realized that swans could be gay, and she thought that was nice. And then days later, she remembered that they could be gay and cried again.
But are you criers? I mean, I am a real crier.
My husband is just like you.
Yeah.
The other day, just yesterday, we were on the subway, and a rat, crossed us, and he started tearing up because he thought, well, are these rats going to die during the winter? Because he didn't know if they were going to be too cold in the winter. Like, they're going to be
Or
fine.
hit by a subway car?
Yeah, well, they'll be fine. I know. Teared up.
That is sweet.
I think it depends on the time of the month for me.
Oh, you're a hormonal crier?
Yeah, I'm like a hormonal PMS crier.
Yeah.
But I cry because I'm angry. I cry because I'm happy. I cry because I'm hungry. So I do it, but only at a certain time of the month, not all of the time.
I don't need to answer that. I cried everything. Like the Folgers commercial.
Commercial?
And then the college kid comes home, and
then his sister.
And they have an ornament, and the mom is hugging him, and I used to remember you here. Yeah, everything.
I'm sipping. I don't cry. You cry a lot for both of us.
You cry.
But it takes a lot. I got to look at my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. My day, my laundry list.
All right. Okay, we all know that executing a good marriage proposal is all about the element of surprise. And I think it's safe to say that this guy proposing to his girlfriend at Disneyland succeeded. Take a look at this photo, the moment when he asked her to marry him. Yeah, that?
I mean, she looks like a blurred something.
What is the name of that ride? Splash Mountain. That's Splash Mountain. If you've ever been to Splash Mountain, at the very end of the ride, suddenly you have this big drop in the water. It's fantastic.
Now you're admitting it. Now you're admitting it. It's a scary ride.
No, it's not a scary ride.
The briar patch, the steam, the everything.
It's not scary.
Yes, it is. And that's how she's going to remember that moment. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but
I love that.
It's a good celebration at the end. When you go down Splash Mountain and all those chickens at the end are like, hey, it's like the best celebration ever.
If you look at that girl's hair and see how messed up that hair, and she's gonna be tight about that. I would be like, you proposing to me and I look like that? Are you crazy?
Hey, it was better than my marriage proposal,
You
though.
have pictures at the end of the ride, and you go up and you look and you pick the picture.
Do they have to pay for that picture at the end, though?
I bet not, because he worked very closely with the people at Disney. To make that happen.
Lance, propose to me next time we go down that one. Okay, so we can get
well, it was better my proposal. Mine got interrupted by someone wanting to take a picture, so I was down on one knee, and they were like,
Did they give you the photo?
They did, yes.
Okay.
So I do have a picture of it. So
I'm
that's
just
nice.
surprised that he was able to hold on to the ring. That's the hardest part, but he did, and they're getting married, which is very exciting.